2000s, which means I'm old.
Morant. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on even to Zubac.
As young as Ja Morant is, I'm impressed. He came in ready to lead a team. And these guys, they follow him.
And the Jacksons, just the latest father-son NBA duo. Lots of great ones there, Brad.
So true, B.A. The Curry family might be the best ever. The Berries, including our own colleague Brent. The Thompsons with Clay in the league currently. Just some incredible NBA families to admire.
About a minute played here so far in the first. Brooks outside. Morant, the pass to Adams. Outside Morant. It's rebounded by Zubac. Jackson with it. Morris outside. Back to Jackson. 5 to shoot. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. It's George on the wing. Morris, a screen on Bain. Second chance effort, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title-contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Greg.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
And with the Memphis Grizzlies, Smitty, they felt like an underdog for as long as they've been around.
It seems to fuel each and every guy that plays here. BA, they want to prove the doubters wrong. It's something that has really brought this group together.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Kicks it out to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Brooks from outside. Leonard pulls down the board.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
And George with the jam.
Great vision on that pass. Kawhi moving it to the open teammate.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Morant, no good.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Leonard against Brooks. Leonard passes to George. Out to Leonard. Drives to the hoop. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. He buries it from 3.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Morant, pass to Bain. Pass to Adams. Zubac with the steal. Leonard for 3. The shot, no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. And it's Morant off the drive. And then Morant with the jam.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Here's George. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That's on Steven Adams.
And even from where we're sitting, you can clearly tell it was a foul.
A rare guy who can do everything at both ends. Paul George gives you a chance to win every night.
The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Morant against Jackson. The drive by. Oh, wow.
He went way up.
Goodness.
Man, oh man, one of the more advanced ball handlers we've ever seen at his age. Ja Morant has people on skates.
Now here's George. 5 points in the game. Morris outside. Back to George. Zubac inside. Jackson on him. Leonard passes to George. Goes back up. And it's good on the layup. George has got 7 points in the game.
At 6'8", Paul George is a threat inside, looking very comfortable from in there.
to Jackson. And Morant gets it to go on the assist by Jackson. Give him 8.
It breaks down your defense when Ja Morant gets in the lane. You want to force him outside.
Leonard outside. Kicks it out to Jackson. Back to Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Brooks from outside. That one is off. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Clippers ahead, up 2. And back to the start of the second quarter. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the 5. Jackson against Moran. On the wing, Bain. 6 to shoot. 4-3. Nails it from 3. Bain's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. You know, with all the dunkers out there, some players make sure they don't end up on too many posters. Grant, you ever make a business decision?
Yeah, B.A., I made a few business decisions through my career. Look, as a competitor, you want to make sure that you can play defense, give it your all, contest at the rim when you feel that you can. But when someone like a Vince Carter in the midst of insanity, that's when you make a business decision. And that's a smart decision.
Outside Bain. There's the triple. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got his 4th rebound in this one. Leonard outside. Pass to Zubac. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Left side, Moran. On the take. And then Moran with the dunk.
Now you see him, now you don't. There's only a few players that are faster with the ball than Ja Morant.
You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Spydi.
Yes, B.A., one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Grizzlies?
Right now, it's their passing game, and it's been on point. Doing a great job of moving it around and getting the ball to their shooters.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
That's true utility player, Smitty. Marcus Morris brings a diverse skill set to the court.
He does. Marcus is a hard-nosed, gritty defender who can play either forward spot or even center at times. Plus, he's a reliable scorer and a solid three-point shooter. Off the dribble, Morant is so dynamic, even his teammates look a little stunned.
Jackson finds Zubac. Jackson against Morant. Here's Zubac. Tries again. And he lays it in.
Making the most of that possession. Unwilling to give up on the play.
The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Jackson against Morant. Here he goes. And then Morant with the dunk.
Elite ball handler who can hit from every spot on the floor. Morant lighting them up tonight.
Jackson, pass to Morris. Back to Jackson.
2 minutes remain in the first half. 2 minutes.
Kicks it to George. Pass to Zubac. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Now here's Morant. With the slam!
What body control from Morant. Able to take the hit and power through it all.
Morris against Jackson. Kicks it out to Jackson. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
1:27 left to play in the half. Jackson, the pass to Morris. Back to Jackson. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
The developing feel Reggie Jackson has for scoring inside, playing much more under control these days.
Outside Morant. From deep, Bain drops in the three. Bain's got 6 here in the quarter.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Morris outside. Leonard on the wing. Pass to Zubats. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. Leonard's got 3 assists in the game.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
Moran against Jackson. On the wing, Bain. 6 points for him.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the 3-point line.
And here's Jackson. Morris on the wing. Pass to Leonard. Shot clock at 5. Morris left side. Over Bain. And too long on the shot.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's the Grizzlies up by. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
His whole first half looked like a highlight reel, rising up and just owning the rim.
And these weren't just putbacks and alley-oops. He was roaring to the rim and finishing.
Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo. Robert Covington is out there with Terrence Mann. And it's Batum in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Jones up top. Wall covering. Good on the shot. And the Grizzlies lead by 7.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Outside Wall. Let's go with a 3. He can't get that one to fall. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Outside, Williams. Back to Jones. Pass to Conchar. Fires from deep. The Clippers grab the miss.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Wall finds Covington. Here's Mann. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. And he gets that one.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
The Grizzlies have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Ball against Jones. Pass to Conchar. Batum pulls it in. The Clippers trail. Here's Mann. Second half of play here. We're just under 2.5 minutes past. Outside wall. It's deflected, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Clark's checked in. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Jones against Wall. Clock at 6. Here's Conchar. Lays it up and banks it in. Conchar's got 5 points now this quarter.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Pass to Covington. Back to Wall. Fires the 3. Ball missing again. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Wall against Jones. Here's Aldama. The 3 is up. Conchar can't hit. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Pass to Man. Here's Wall, defended by Jones. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
If you look back to the Grizzlies postseason last year, there's one thing to remember. For most of their core guys, that was only their second trip to the playoffs.
And the second free throw is good. Well, for that very young Grizzlies team, I'm thinking that playoff experience last year was invaluable, Smitty.
BA, no question. For every playoff game a young player gets under his belt, the more prepared he is for the next playoff run.
To the left wing. Back to Conchar. Shot on the wing. Covington grabs the board.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Jones against Wall. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Unreal play to take on the contact and get it to go.
That's good from Jones. The Clippers have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Outside Wall. Going inside. Pass to Man. Out to Covington. Shot clock at 6. Outside Wall. This one for 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Memphis leading. Here's Conchar. Another shot. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting on Robert Covington.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And he drops the first.
2 shots.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies ending the quarter up 10. A tremendous defensive effort against John Wall, frustrating the star point guard. More NBA on 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
So many good point guards in this league. So much responsibility comes with that position. That was a smart play.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Payne and Brooks out on the wing. And it's Morant in at the point guard. Here's Leonard. And the call will be against Jaren Jackson. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Jackson down low, pounded by Morant. Zubac passes to Morris. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Zubac.
D. Adams is so intimidating, using his size well to affect the shot.
And And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Both Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
Brooks against Leonard. Down low. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Leonard.
When you're losing, you can't afford to give the ball away.
Memphis shooting it at 52%. 1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Morant against Jackson. From deep, Bane. Good. And the setup by Morant. And the Grizzlies lead by 13.
Impressive accuracy of Desmond Bane. He has put in the work to be a reliable three-point option.
Here's Leonard. Up and over Brooks. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on Dylan Brooks. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
They are making it rain from the three-point land right now. And the coaching staff continues to encourage them to let it fly.
And another thing that's impressed me has been their consistency with their two-point jump shots, getting it done from the mid-range.
Outside Bane. Jackson against Morant. Here's Bane. And that one hits the back iron. And for Los Angeles, they're shooting only 39% so far in the game. And the jam by George.
Great hustle by Paul, using his speed in the open court. And then, of course, he's an excellent finisher.
Outside Bane. Three-pointer. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
George passes to Jackson. Back to George. From outside the arc. No good on the shot. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. The 3 from Bane. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless defensively. It's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Leonard against Bane. George outside. From downtown, here's Zubac over Adams. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Man, the defender really went after him.
And he sinks the second.
They needed more from him there. Any point they can get is absolutely critical for them right now.
And there's the call on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Morant against Jackson. Outside Morant. Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3.
Tremendous defense. Reggie has the quickness to stay on the ball and the long reach to affect the shot.
George outside for 3. And again, no good by the Clippers. Memphis has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Grizzlies.
When you look at the stat sheet, it's impressive this wasn't a total blowout. Their offense was in top gear all night long, Grant.
I thought the same thing, B.A. I mean, the difference in field goal percentages is pretty shocking.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Ja Morant.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust.
Morris finds Jackson. Goes up on the wing. He squares up and sinks it. And we've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Morant. Outside Bain. From deep. The shot that time not on target. And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. It ends up being a fairly...
The small forward. And for the Clippers, here we go. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. Now, here is Russell. Pass to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Man, that's just too easy for Towns. You allow him to get that deep in the paint, and he's going to punish you.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Now, here's George. Can't throw down the reverse jam.
Well, you could tell right there he just wanted to go for the jam, but the defense too good and distracting.
Prince kicks to Edwards. Outside, Towns. Off target from three-point range. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
Here is Russell. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Russell looking it over. Edwards against George. The kick out to Towns. Another miss by Towns. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And there's the pass to Zubats. Left side, George. 6 on the shot clock. Morris outside. Shoots over Towns. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by George.
An efficient scorer inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
Russell against Jackson. Russell passes to Towns. Out to Edwards. Prince in the corner. Leonard with the steal. And now the fast break. George with the ball. And the wide open shot for Morris. No good with the triple. Russell with it. Guarded now by Morris. Russell passes to Gobert. Stolen by Jackson. Edwards against Leonard. Back to George. Kicks it out to Leonard. Jacks up a 3. That shot no good. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. It's Edwards on the wing. He's covered by Leonard. Prince the pass to Towns. Back to Prince. Shot clock at 6. Towns finds Edwards. The end of the drought. And Edwards with the stop.
How about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Jackson with the bounce pass. Up top, Leonard, guarded by Prince. Morris dishes to Jackson. Takes the 3. The Clippers keep it alive. Leonard inside. Here's Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
Well, go ahead and try to stop Kawhi Leonard, and he'll just move the ball to the open man.
Russell against Jackson. Russell kicks to Gobert. Over in the corner, Edwards. Jackson with it. He's picked up by Russell. Morris passes to Zubats. Outside for Jackson. Pass to Morris. On the wing, George. And here's Leonard from 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Timberwolves have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. 3-second difference between shot clock and game. And the dunk by Towns.
I like how Taurean Prince moves the ball, consistent at getting it to his teammates within the offense.
Morris outside. Back to Jackson. Pass to Morris. And so a tie game here as we end this low-scoring first quarter. Stay with us as we get set to bring it. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Just playing some real gritty defense right now, just getting up in bodies and forcing a lot of turnovers.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 slot. On defense, Minnesota. Leonard looking over the floor for 3. Well, as we all know, you were a former slam dunk contest champion. So with that in mind, what was your take on the 2022 contest?
Well, I think there's some great dunkers out there, Kevin, and every year it's like that. I know from year to year it takes a lot of criticism, the contest, and Certainly there are years that are better than others, but the skill of those guys on the floor for them to go out and put on an exhibition, always appreciated as a fan.
Edwards dishes to Towns. And the rejection by Zubats. Now the Clippers moving it up. Jackson's got the ball. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That's his first foul. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Out to Morris. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Right side George. Shot clock at 3. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for 2 future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And in that massive trade to LA, the Thunder got SGA, a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on.
And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
First 2
And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Towns kicks to Gobert. And here's Prince outside.
Making the suffocating defensive play right there. Leonard, an overwhelming force on that end of the floor.
And George, here we go. Back to Jackson. To the middle. Here's Zubats. Misses from short range.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Towns finds Prince. The shape. And Towns lays it in. Towns has got the lead up to 2 now for Minnesota.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
Outside Leonard. Out to Morris. Shot clock at 5. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Morris has got the game tied up here for the Clippers. Towns, a screen on Jackson. Russell passes to Towns. Puts it up from 7. The Clippers grab the miss. Now here's Leonard. He kicks it to George. Back to Leonard. Passes it to Zubats. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. It's deflected. The pass to Gobert. Left side, Edwards. Into the lane. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
Morris kicks to Leonard. George against Edwards. Here's Zubats, and the dunk by Zubats.
Oh, my, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Edwards passes to Towns. Launches a 3. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
And if you're going to grab it, grab that thing. He just lazily reaches out for that, and the result is it's deflected right off of his hand.
Pass to Zubats. On the wing, Morris. Outside for Jackson. Pass to Morris. Good on the bucket. Morris has got 6 points.
And you see the body control. Morris taking the hit there, but still able to complete the play.
Outside Edwards. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Jackson. LA's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Pass it to George. Outside Leonard. Kicks it to Jackson. Leonard inside. Edwards there. And here's Morris for three. Nice again. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now tonight. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Clippers ahead. They lead by a bucket. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David. All right, Dave, thank you. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nice game, great performance by Marcus Morris.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Wall and Powell are the guard set. Robert Covington out there with Batum, and it's man in at the small forward position. That's the groups in the second half for Tyronn Lue.
And although he's bounced around the league, Austin Rivers has been a valuable role player throughout his career.
Well, there's stuff that you rely upon with Austin in terms of being a pesky defender and just his competitive nature. Yeah, he plays a couple of positions, but it's really that for him to go out and compete, which is something he still does at a high level.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of this week.
A year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line, so that's a nice all-around effort.
And the second free throw, good. Clippers leading by 3. And here's Wall. Takes it out to Covington. Fires the 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Takes it inside. Left side Anderson. Reed with it. And Batum picks him up defensively. They get it back. And for the Clippers, they're shooting a meager 37% for the game. Man passes to Covington. Stolen by McDaniels. Here's Noel. Back to Rivers for the tie. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Rivers has got it all tied up now for Minnesota.
Well, the deep ball accuracy is much more consistent now from Austin Rivers, learning how to be an effective shooter at this level.
Wall dishes to Powell. To the paint, Batum. Right wing, just 5 on the clock. It's Powell on the wing. Fires the 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. Powell's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Anderson outside. The dish to McDaniels. Back to Anderson. And the pass to Reed. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
Pass to Powell. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. He kicks to Batum. Here's Wall. Goes to the reverse layup and kicks it in. And the Clippers lead by 3.
And that's too close. When Wall gets a shot that deep inside, it is almost automatic.
Pass to Noel. Lets it go with a 3. And with the rebound. LA's gone 1-2 from beyond the arc since coming on the break. Powell, the pass to Man. Batum inside. Guarded by Reed. Back to Batum. Puts the move on. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Reed with it. Batum's there. Good on that shot. And with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to just one on the bucket from Reed. Powell with it. Covington kicks to Powell. Back to Wall. And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
1:10 left in the third quarter. Powell finds Batum. And he uses the glass on the layup.
It felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
Passes it to Noel. There's McDaniels. The pass to Reed. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Wall passes to Mann. And Wall kicks to Covington. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Covington's got the lead up to 4 now for the Clippers. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Pass to McDaniels. Here he goes. And he finishes nicely on the layup. McDaniels got his first points of the game. LA's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. To the right side. Now Powell. Here's Mann. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Clippers lead by 2. And we'll have the start of the fourth. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. George against Edwards. Here's Jackson. Kicks it out to Leonard. In the corner, George with it. Misses the 3.
And you can see why he might be off on some of his attempts. Getting far fewer shots today than he's accustomed to.
Prince wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Now it's a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
A good shooter and has some range. Taurean Prince welcoming all catch and shoot opportunities.
Back to Jackson. Pass to Zubats. Out to Morris. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Just 4 to shoot. Jackson passes to Zubats. Gobert with the defensive effort.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense, not really a factor.
The kick out to Towns. Outside, Russell. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. That one doesn't go. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And the shot goes in.
And sometimes it just feels like Leonard enjoys converting on the difficult shots. It feels like backbreakers to the opponents.
Russell kicks to Towns. Passes it to Prince. The kick out to Towns. George against Edwards. Here's Gobert. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Down low. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Clippers lead by 1. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Outside for George. On the wing, Morris. Defended by Towns. Morris into the lane. Good work there as it goes. And now it's a 3-point Clipper lead.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stop.
And the more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots.
George from deep three-point land, and it's Russell with the rebound.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up. So maybe just a step too far.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Here's George. Gobert with the block. Prince against Leonard. Russell from long range. He is held in by Zubats. Zubats has got 4 rebounds now tonight. From deep, George. And it's George again missing. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Here's Morris. Shakes him. Outside for George. Good!
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Russell high post. Jackson on him. Towns wide open. A three-pointer off the mark. This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
Outside Jackson. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And here's Morris for 3. Gobert pulls it in. And the Timberwolves with possession. It's a 1-point game. Here's Towns. It counts. And the foul. That's on Reggie Jackson.
Unreal. Big cat. One of the game's great scorers. Also deadly in the clutch.
On the free throw. No good. And George, here we go. Got it!
Yeah, Paul George sharpening his swords now. Love to see him take that shot.
And the Timberwolves call time. They're behind by 1. 6 seconds left in the game. Is what you say.
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
Sometimes not just what a coach draws up, but who he has execute in these moments.
And that one goes out of bounds. Touched by Zubats. Here's Towns. Count it. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
That could be costly. When the game is hanging in the balance, the last thing you can afford is to turn it over.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. It's the NBA Live on 2. We're anticipating a high-scoring affair in this one. Doris, a lot of offense. Both these teams are very dangerous shooting the ball.
Which is an absolute pleasure for you and I and the fans. Offense obviously sells tickets. To me, the interesting point, which defense is able to step up and make a difference tonight?
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the 3 slot. Now here's Towns. Out to Russell. Picked away. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Morant with the ball. Adams finds Morant. And finished up by Morant.
Oh, the big finish by Morant. Some of his most spectacular plays happen well above the rim.
Russell passes to Gobert. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Russell dishes to Towns. It's stolen by Adams. Brooks kicks to Jackson. Memphis moving it around. Payne against Gobert. Adams trying to free himself up. Payne with the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Edwards. Stolen by Brooks. Here's Morant. And the rejection by Towns.
Well, this is what you're hoping to see. A level of dominance on the defensive end by Towns sends that shot back.
From downtown. The second chance effort. And he lays it up and in.
Well, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
Here's Morant. The dish to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Steven Adams is a formidable presence on the interior. Nice finish.
Russell inside. Scores off the crossover.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Doris, one thing that stood out about the Timberwolves last season was their fast-paced play.
No doubt, Kevin, and you can trace that directly to the head coaching position in Chris Finch. This is a group that loved to push the basketball up the floor, wanted to catch defenses before they had a chance to dig in the half court. And remember, that is the classic mark of a youthful team, particularly one with the athleticism that Anthony Edwards brings. When you watch Taurean Prince play, you know it's about team. This guy finds the open man and loves delivering it.
And Morant throws it down.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever. Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
He kicks to Brooks. Morant with it. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Prince with it. He's picked up by Morant. And the rejection by Jackson. Russell against Morant. And it's sent back by Russell.
Well, that's the energy and effort that D'Angelo Russell brings on the defensive end. This guy has got the ability to be a factor there.
And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Morant looking around. He takes it in and finished off by Morant.
Ooh, put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Russell passes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, the more repetition he gets, the more floor awareness you develop. D'Angelo Russell showing a desire to get his teammates involved.
Now here's Morant. He has 6. Gobert with the block. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. 26 seconds left in the first quarter. Morant outside. And that was clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Outside, Russell. And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. 13 foul.
7 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Edwards.
Well, Steven Adams making his presence felt. This guy on the defensive end can be special.
Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Memphis Grizzlies. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has...
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Here's Gobert. That shot is off. Adams, a nice D. Here's Morant. And it's Russell with the rebound. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 4-point game. Morant against Prince. On the wing, Bain. Right side, Russell. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Here's Prince, and he jams it with authority.
This guy is a fantastic finisher near the hoop. Taurean Prince with an emphatic 2.
And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip. Can play big inside and play big outside. Does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair.
Russell against Morant. Towns, the bounce pass. Outside, Russell. The kick out to Towns. Back to Russell. Clock at 4. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Now here's Morant. He's got 12. Passes to Bain. He dishes it to Brooks. Gets a very good look and converts. Now it's a 6-point Grizzly lead.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
And again, the turnover by the Timberwolves. Here's Morant. It's stolen by Edwards. To the inside, Towns. And the rejection by Jackson. Morant against Russell. And finished off by Morant.
Just as quick as anyone in this league, Morant can seemingly get to the hole at will.
Outside, Edwards. And home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Greg, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
It's huge. I mean, they give you energy. You don't want to let them down, so you tend to dig a little deeper
when you're playing at home.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
1:58 left now here on the second. Morant kicks to Bain. Over Edwards. Releases from the wing and drills it. Bain's got the lead up to 8 now for Memphis.
Ooh, that is a tough shot.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Towns down low. Jackson on him. Russell finds Prince. 6 to shoot. Edwards against Bain. And Adams sends it back.
Well, so good at anticipating when shots are going to go up. Steven Adams, terrific protecting the basket.
Timberwolves trail by 8. Edwards dishes to Prince. Out to Edwards. Outside, Towns. Tries from 10. Here's Gobert. The shot misses. Adams, a nice D. The Grizzlies are gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. And a wide open look for Bain. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Prince the pass to Towns. Russell dishes to Edwards. Pass to Gobert. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. I wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Puts it up off the inbound.
And that defensive versatility Jackson has is just incredible. Able to guard multiple positions due to that height and reach.
How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
Up top, Morant. He's guarded by Russell. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
In just so many different ways, Morant can hurt you. Tonight, it's been with the scoring.
For 3, Edwards. No good that time. And we've reached halftime in this one. Memphis out in front, up 8. Live from the FedEx Forum. You're watching 2K Sports. If you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. They've got Austin Rivers. Reed is out there with Anderson. Then there's McDaniels. And it's Noel in at the 2. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. And something you always hear about Jaden McDaniels, Doris, is how effortless he makes the game look.
Kev, when I watch this guy play, I feel like he glides through an NBA game. There's a finesse that you don't necessarily see from players his size. He's a handful on the low block. This young man is brimming with potential.
Over to the wing. Here's Conchar. Aldana can't hit. Timberwolves trail by 10. Taken away by Williams. They get a hand on it. On the wing, Jones. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. This one for 3. And the foul called on Brandon Clark. That's his first foul. And it's Anderson with the ball for the Timberwolves. Now the pass to Reed. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
It's his first trip to the line.
77% shooter at the line a season ago. Those are better than the average number.
And the Grizzlies leading by 10. Jones, the pass to Clark. Back to Jones. Out to the wing. 5 on the clock. Conchar can't get it to go. Minnesota's shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. It's Clark with the rebound.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Jones finds Williams. A beautiful reverse layup. Williams has got the lead up to 12 now for the Grizzlies.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Pass to Noel. Fires for 3. The shot, no good. And Memphis the other way now. Conchar, the pass to Clark. Anderson with the block. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Passes it to Conchar. Reed with the rebound.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
McDaniels kicks to Reed. And is going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
McDaniels in the post. He's guarded by Williams. 5 to shoot. Anderson passes to Reed. Misses, and the dry spell continues. And the Grizzlies leading by 12. Kicks to Jones. A minute 50 left in the third quarter of the game. Williams inside, working on McDaniels.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Reed with it. He's against Clark. Reed gets the bucket.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Rivers against Jones. Pass to Conchar. Stolen. Here's Rivers. And then Rivers with the dunk.
Austin Rivers, opportunistic in transition. That's what happens when you sprint the floor.
Outside, Jones. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
McDaniels finds Reed. Now Rivers, just 4 to shoot. With the drive.
And that's a little like a fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
The pass to Conchar. The 3. The rebound by Anderson. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
He got a little ahead of himself there, trying to pull the team even.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
Morant kicks to Bain. 3-pointer. And that one released in time, but no good.
Oh boy, when he is contesting shots, you see the potential on the defensive end for Anthony Edwards.
The third quarter comes to a close. Grizzlies lead by 8. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back.
Please give a big round of applause.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off-guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
3 points.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Boy, the strength and the activity of Steven Adams makes him a force on the backboards.
Russell dishes to Edwards. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
The assist.
Russell's got 3 assists in the game.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Bain. Morant against Russell. And finished up by Morant.
How about the handles from the young fellow? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Russell passes to Edwards. Over Bain. That one wide left.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Morant left side. And Brooks. Here we go. And it's Morant missing. Timberwolves trail by 7. To the middle. Here's Gobert. And the rejection by Jackson. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And so Brooks will bring it up for the Grizzlies. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Russell against Morant. Payne for 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. Stolen by Jackson. Morant against Russell. Now here's Morant. Guarded closer. Driving in. Kept alive. Goes back up. Gobert with the defensive effort.
Well, it's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
Right side Russell. Front pass the arc. The shot will not fall. Now Memphis takes it the other way. And here's Morant.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Rivers checked in. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I listened in on what Chris Finch was talking about with his players. He said, do you want this game? Don't tell me about it. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better and we've got to play harder if we're going to come back.
Thanks so much, David. Morant with a wide open look. Morant with another miss. Timberwolves trail by 9. Now Rivers. Mr. Gobert. Trying to end the drought. But Grizzlies pull it in. Jackson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Morant with it. Picked up by Edwards. Payton for 3. Good. And a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists tonight.
Who's the best young catalyst in the game? Some people will say Doncic, some will say Trae Young, and some might even say Ja Morant. They're going to have to come up with a better matchup. This guy just too much speed.
1:16 left in the 4th quarter. Morant kicks to Bain. A 3 ball. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 10. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That'll be his second foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
1:03 left in the fourth quarter. Towns finds Edwards. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
58 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Grizzlies.
Their superior ball handling, 1 at 4.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Ja Morant.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
Edwards kicks to Gobert. Nice move.
Well, if you're on the defensive end, you can't fall for Rudy Gobert's tricks. This guy is very crafty at using that up fake.
And the first one at the line is good.
Shooting for Minnesota. Rudy
No good on the second free throw. Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Bain against Edwards. Bain with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range, it's off. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. Tom, thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.
We've got two conference rivals squaring off tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point. The kick out to Morris. George outside. Pass to Zubac. Second shot opportunity. And he takes it up and lays it in.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Moran against Jackson. Moran, the pass to Adams. The double clutch. It's not going to go for him. And the Clippers will come the other way. And we're about a minute into the first. Jackson finds George. Pass to Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. Kicks it out to Jackson. No good with a layup.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
And Grant, a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A. After dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
Here's Jackson. The Grizzlies making their last shot. Pass to Zubac. Leonard outside. Three-pointer. Knocks down the triple.
What poise from Leonard on the catch and shoot. He gets the ball and calmly sinks the shot.
Jackson against Morant. Shakes him. And the layup is good. Morant's got his second basket of the game.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Now here's George. Pass to Zubac. Now here's Morris. And he buries his first look. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Right side, Morant. Here's Jackson. Outside Bain. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Zubac.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Jackson against Morant. Clock at 6. Morris down low. That shot missing. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort. Morant with it. He's picked up by Zubac. And it's Morant off the drive. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
In the 2021-22 season, we saw Ja Morant go from a star to a bona fide superstar, averaging over 27 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds.
And Morant drops them both. Well, Smitty, with Morant, his ascension into superstardom was quicker than expected.
BA, before he tweaked his knee, he was in the top 5 for the MVP race, putting himself among the league's elite at the age of 22. And with his passion, he's only going to get better.
Now here's Jackson. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Zubac's shot is off. Memphis trailing here. Outside Morant. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to go on Reggie Jackson.
As young as Ja Morant is, I'm impressed. He came in ready to lead a team. And these guys, they follow him.
For Los Angeles, they've gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Leonard on the wing. Jackson, pass to Zubac. Jackson outside. Back to George. Clock at 4. Takes it inside. Adams grabs the miss. 2 for 1 opportunity if they can time it right.
Great way to end the quarter.
Morant, 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
Look how Ja just glides through the contact. He's such a nimble player.
Jackson, pass to George. We've got 22 seconds left in the opening quarter. From behind the arc. Grizzlies with the rebound. The 3 from Bain. Leonard pulls down the board. Oh, the swat by Adams.
Look at Adams using all of his impressive reach, firmly swatting that shot away.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Grizzlies out in front. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
And so in the game for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point. Here's Adams. He's got a piece of it. Jackson outside. Leonard. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Morant finds Bain. Back to Morant. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
What a night for Ja Morant, showing off that versatility, and he's relentless at the offensive end.
Here's George. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. George has gotten his first basket of the night.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the knack.
Morant into the lane. Kicks it out to Jackson. The 3 from Bain. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
A stellar shooter from downtown. All Bain needs is a little space, and he's ready to fire. And some will remember that Desmond Bain was the last pick in the first round in the 2020 draft, which is something he has used as motivation over the years.
Morant with the slam!
Man, oh man, one of the more advanced ball handlers we've ever seen at his age. Ja Morant has people on skates.
And the basket by Leonard. You know, it's clear now that teams are kicking themselves for not picking Bain earlier in the draft, Spydi.
BA, the reason why he's proven that he can be a huge part of the rotation. A lights-out three-point shooter and rugged defender. A player any team would love to have.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Again, the miss by Leonard. Memphis leading. Here's Brooks. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Pass to Jackson. And here's Bain. Shoots over George. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound.
The defense is right there. Quality contest, and they threw him off his rhythm.
Morris with it. Oh, stolen by Morant. Driving inside, and then Morant with the dunk.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Leonard can't get it to go.
I have no clue why he pulled up from there. At this point in the game, it just doesn't make any sense.
You know what we call this play? A dunk play all the way around, especially at this particular time.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, BA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Outside Bain. Takes a 3. Here's Morant. And rejected. George with it. Checked by Brooks. Pass to Leonard. Now George. Takes the 3. Yes. And it's Leonard with the assist that time. George has got 5.
Nice pass by Kawhi Leonard. You can tell he's been working on his playmaking.
Outside Bain. The 3. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
George's shot is off. For Memphis, they've gone 7 for 11 in the second quarter. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Pass to Morant. Lets the 3 fly. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. Leonard's got his 4th rebound in this one. Up top, Zubats. Now here's Morris. Leonard for 3. And it's Bain with the rebound. Now Brooks. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Memphis Grizzlies. He's been productive scoring the ball. He's got 20 points so far. second half. We'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
They've got Tyus Jones. He's out there with John Conchar. Brandon Clark out there with Green. And it's Aldama in at the 4 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Covington with it. Outside Wall. Pass to Powell. Back to Wall. You know, the point forward is an archetype that by now fans are familiar with. Grant, you were one of the OGs at the point forward. How's that position evolved in your mind?
Well, it's evolved because so many players today have the skill set to be a point forward. Before me, there were guys like Paul Pressey and Scottie Pippen in the 80s and early 90s. But as I said, players today, the skill level is so elite. And with this positionless basketball that we're in, you must have a point forward or two on your team to be successful.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Here's Conchar. Now here's Green. He's guarded closely. Here's Aldama. And his first shot of the game, no good.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
Here's Wall. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron.
A workman-like approach from John Wall. Tries to make every possession count.
Wall against Jones. Pass to Conchar. The 3. Rebound by the Clippers.
Memphis fouls. Salty Aldama. First personal foul. First team foul.
A 3-and-D wing. Covington's skill set is perfect for how players and teams play the game today.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Williams is checked in. The Clippers have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Powell with it. He's picked up by Jones. Outside Wall. Back to man. Beyond the arc. And the whistle blows. And it's going to be over the back here.
A terrific box out that draws the over-the-back call.
Beautiful to the eyes. That's good fundamental basketball. You love to see that playing the right way.
Jones against Wall. Here's Aldama. And again, Memphis no good. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Covington passes to Powell. Here's man. The kick out to Wall. The 3. Second chance shot. Covington finds Batum to the left side wing. Back to Covington. Shot clock at 5. He takes it in. Launches a 3. Wall no good. And the Grizzlies shooting about 48% from the floor. Pretty good. Here's Jones. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul. First team foul.
That's good from Jones.
Tyus Jones. 2 shots.
And he makes both free throws.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Pass to Batum. On the wing man, Williams defending. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
From an early age, Terrence Mann has been around hoops. His mom was a long-time college head coach and now an assistant in the WNBA.
And here's Jones. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Really left him alone that time. Well, for a kid growing up like Man did, institutional knowledge, having a parent as a coach.
It's a gift, BA, the ability to play hoops with someone who knows what they're talking about. Terrence is such a skilled player, and he puts in the work. And listen to your mom, young fellas.
Here's man. Williams defending. Man misses. Memphis is gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Here's Conchar. 1:03 left in the third. Stolen by Wall. Puts up a three. That one doesn't drop. Now Memphis takes it the other way. On the wing, Jones. All alone. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. There's 38 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Now here's Wall. Powell outside. From downtown. Williams grabs the board. On the break. Wide open. And there are the Grizzlies with another bucket.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
And they're ahead right now because they're working so hard on the glass.
You know, you look at how they built this league. It's been through extra possessions.
And so it's Memphis with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. The hustle they've shown on defense has been and a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
You see why they trust him with the ball in his hand. He can make the simple play, and he can pull off the spectacular.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. And so in the game for Los Angeles, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the one. Shoots it from the high post. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubats has got 4 rebounds now. And a deep three from Leonard. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson's got his 5th rebound in this one. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Jackson against Moran. Outside Bain. Three-pointer. Kicks it out to Jackson. Fires for 3. Good. And the setup by Moran. Jackson's got his first 3 points of the game.
There's the flexibility of Jaren at the offensive end. He can post, he can put it on the floor, or he can just catch and fire.
George's shot is off. And the Grizzlies' shooting has been good, around 52% from the field. Bain, the pass to Moran. Back to Bain. The jumper from the wing, off target. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Morris on the wing. Kicks it to George. From behind the arc. Offensive rebound. Leonard passes to Jackson. Back to Leonard. From the arc. Connects from downtown.
Looking at his percentages over the years, Kawhi is an elite three-point shooter. I think Leonard deserves more credit for that.
Morant, the pass to Bain. Here's Morant. Outside for Brooks. Three-pointer. Ooh, solid D from Leonard. Los Angeles has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Jackson, pass to George. 4-3. Back to Jackson. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Forced them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Out of bounds, it'll be Memphis's ball. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Morant with it, guarded now by Morris. Pass to Jackson. Bain against George. Now here's Bain. Tight defense on him. And stolen by Leonard. Jackson outside.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Morris outside.
2 minutes.
Leonard on the wing. Brooks defending. 6 to shoot. Pass to Zubats. Here's George. The kick out to Morris. Fires from deep. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got his 8th rebound here tonight. The 3 from Bain. Adams, the pass to Bain. Back to Adams. Now here's Morant. To the inside. Zubats with the steal. And we've got 1:18 left in the game. George outside. Oh, it's stolen by Adams.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Time for the fans now to celebrate a win for the Grizzlies.
I think it was their play in the paint that got them the win tonight.
And the defense seemed powerless to stop them down low, resulting in plenty of high percentage shots for them.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Ja Morant.
And I love his composure. He didn't try to do too much or force things, but he was ready to take advantage of every opening the defense gave him.
Outside Bain. Looking to end the drought. The Clippers grab the miss.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one. Honestly, they're just down by too much to mount a comeback.
And you know, disappointment starts to set in a little bit. You fought all night, just wasn't meant to be.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Takes a 3. No good. And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. A competitive game, you have to feel like.
Anthony and Clark Kellogg, but well, if you like free-flowing offenses that pile up the assist, Clark, you've come to the right place.
I tell you what, Kevin, both of these teams really emphasize player movement, ball movement, and getting everybody involved, touches and shots. It makes them very unpredictable and really keeps the defense off balance.
Here are the five for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point guard. Morris against Towns. Here's Jackson, and it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. And Towns throws it down.
You see Towns with those big mitts, able to control the basketball on the dribble. That's where the size of your hands can be a nice asset for you.
Jackson down low. Russell's there. The shot by George, wide open. No good on the three. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. 4-point game.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive, but recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now, you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Right side, Jackson. Pocket 6. Over Russell. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. And for the Timberwolves, Clark getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
And he hits the first of 3.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke, but what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
The Clippers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. George against Edwards. Shot to stop the run. George, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
That's good for George on the assist by Leonard.
Not a lot of wings are willing to score inside like Paul George. I mean, part of why he's elite at his position.
Russell passes to Edwards. Now Gobert. Zubac's defending. Prince kicks to Edwards. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3. That one on George.
Really important for this team to get production from Edwards. When he's aggressive in scoring the ball, they go to another level.
And he's good on the second. Takes it, and he continues to shoot well from the line. Here's Jackson. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. And here's Morris for 3. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Towns with it. Guarded now by Morris. Hustle from long range. That one, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Now here's Leonard. Nifty move. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 14-2 run here. Russell passes to Edwards. Back to Russell. Prince kicks to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Prince finds Gobert. Second chance shot. Out to Edwards. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Zubats. Clippers trail by 12. Outside Leonard. In the corner, George with it. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. George has got 5 now.
Nice setup for one of the game's best shooters. Paul George, cash money on the catch and shoot.
Outside Edwards. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Excellent all-around performance so far against the big league.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Outside Leonard. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And the dunk by Towns.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Leonard, the pass to Jackson. The 3. And it's Leonard missing. At the 2 from Towns. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves sitting with a comfortable lead up. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
They haven't been afraid of getting hit on the way up, marching their way to the line and capitalizing.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward. That's the five to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves.
You know, after averaging just 1 assist per game as a rookie, George has really upgraded his passing game.
Russell passes to Gobert. Outside Edwards. Feeds to Gobert. Outside Russell. And he drives in. And slam dunk by Gobert.
The former second overall pick has really worked on his passing. That was an outstanding find by Russell.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. And George kicks to Leonard. It's stolen by Edwards. Prince outside. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And no issues at the rim for Gobert. One of the league leaders in flushes. The Frenchman loves to finish above the rim.
And here's George for three. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game. Edwards kicks to Towns. And another three for Minnesota. And when people talk about defense, the term boxes and elbows comes up a lot. Great for our audience. Can you explain what that's about?
It's a great point, Kevin. And listen, the two defenders on what we call the boxes, that's down in the low post area. And you see those two boxes down at the end of the free throw line. And then you have the two defenders on the elbows. So that's the edge of the free throw line. The idea to close down the paint.
George with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. Outside for George. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Leonard. And that time, also a missed shot. Timberwolves leading by 19. Outside Edwards. Outside Towns. Pass to Russell. Bounce pass Prince. Gobert, the pass to Russell. Dishes it to Towns. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Morris kicks to Jackson. It's up a 3. And the Clippers miss again. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter. So out to Edwards. Jacks up a 3. And they'll get another chance. Pass to Prince. It's Edwards on the wing. Driving the lane. The shot, no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
There's the pass to Zubac. Gobert brings the double team. Back to Zubac. Towns with the steal. And now here's Prince, the fast break opportunity. Here's Edwards. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. George with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. Inside, Towns with the steal. Edwards passes to Russell. It's good. Russell's got his first 2 points.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Trying to get something going, and George with the stuff.
And how high can you fly? I mean, he finishes that one with some pop.
GA after getting loose in the lane with a scintillating move.
Well, I tell you what, he deserves to do some collar popping after that sequence.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Leonard, the pass to Zubac. Takes it out to Leonard. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
Talk about someone who knows all the angles. Kawhi on the interior.
Prince outside. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. We've got 13 seconds left in the first half of the game. Jackson kicks to Leonard. George looking over the floor. Offline with his three. Thanks, David, and we'll be back. After a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And what can you say? Towns, an impressive effort here.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point. Rivers kicks to McDaniel. 6 to shoot. Not 3 off the mark. Clippers trail by 21. Jackson finds Morris. Now here is George. No good with the layup. Minnesota's shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Leonard with the steal. Jackson looking around. Here's Zubac. And it's Rivers with the rebound. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
First team foul.
And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. Timberwolves leading by 22. It's Rivers on the wing. Pass to Noel from downtown. Hands it from downtown. Noel's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I'll tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
Yeah, really good sign for them offensively. They should keep getting him touches. Make sure he gets shots here.
Man passes to Batum. That one trumps for him.
He's become more perimeter oriented over time, but Nick Batum more than capable of scoring inside.
Rivers dishes to McDaniels. Pass to Anderson. It's Rivers on the wing. To the paint. Here's Reed. Not going to go that time. Great D that time from Batum. Kicks it to Covington. Passes to Man. A putback, offensive rebound. And there's the pass to Powell. Here's Man. Guarded by Reed. Man passes to Wall. Tries yet again. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, you can't forget about the long arms of Batum. I mean, I want to see him be more active on the offensive glass because he's capable.
Pass to Noel. The kick out to Anderson. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Noel. Covered by Wall. He can't get it to go. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Here's Man. All taking his time here. He feeds it to Batum. Rebound Minnesota. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Rivers dishes to Anderson. Misses the layup. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Covington's shot is off. Timberwolves leading by 21. Noel passes to McDaniels. Takes it inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really, as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
At the line for two.
He's perfect from the line this time. The Clippers shooting just 26% out there. A terrible showing from an offense capable of much better. Over to the left wing. Outside, Covington. Right side, Wall. He kicks it to Batum. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. And that's now 6 points for Batum. Rivers passes to Reed. Top of the key. Noel, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Covington dishes to Powell. Outside for Batum. Back to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
There's the drive. Rivers out of bounds. The Clippers take possession.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
Outside, George. Just 3 on the clock. Here's Morris. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves taking a 19-point lead into the break. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Clippers trail by 19. Outside, George. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Well, when you shoot it as good as Paul George shoots it, it's hard to stay down on his shot fake. It's really remarkable how he gets defenders to bite on it more times than not.
And Edwards with the stop.
That's ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
Leonard with the ball. And there's the drive. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And there's only ever going to be one result when Kawhi's driving to the bucket, and it's going to be loud, and it's going to be painful.
Russell kicks to Towns. Russell passes to Prince. Off target from outside. Clippers trail by 18. The time for the ball. Down low. Here's Zubac. That ball's nice speed that time from George.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Outside, Russell. Right side, Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by George. 6 on the shot clock. Poke loose. The Clippers shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Pass to Jackson. George against Russell. Here's Edwards. Feeds it to Gobert. Gets it to go from 8 feet. And the Timberwolves lead by 18. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for Minnesota.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end, tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And also, they made it a point to push it off turnovers. They're playing smart and alert, capitalizing on mistakes. And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Outside, Towns. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Prince wide open. No good on the triple. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. There's the three. Bangs home the trifecta. Leonard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And, you know, the improvement we've seen over the years from Leonard has been incredible, especially his three-point shooting.
Russell against Jackson. Russell kicks to Edwards. Takes the three. They get it back. Gobert the pass to Edwards. Lets it go from deep. It's held in by Zubats. Zubats has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Outside Leonard passes it to Jackson. From outside the arc. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got the glass cover here tonight. 11 boards for him. So finds Edwards. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Towns for 3. That one's off. He's made 5 and missed 3 now.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Timberwolves.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Rudy Gobert.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Prince dishes to Towns. Back to Prince. Can they get it? Rebounded by Jackson. From the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy before.
So the Timberwolves win the tip. And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Payne and Brooks out on the wing. And it's Morant in at the 1. Towns finds Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
And both free throws good for Edwards. And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Out to the right wing. Here's Prince. They get it again. Gobert. Oh, Adams with the block.
Oh, a fantastic defender. Adams embraces his role on this team as their defensive anchor.
Moran against Russell. Right side Bane. No good on the triple. The Timberwolves have gone 1 for 3 so far. Russell to pass to Towns. Oh, Adams with the block. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul. Russell against Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Showing off that vert. Morant attacks the basket with just such intensity. There's not much any defense can do with it.
Has Pass to Prince. Now Towns. Gobert with it. Oh, the swat by Adams. Moran against Russell. Now here's Moran. Defense is right there. The layup off target.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Shot clock at 6. Stolen by Jackson. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. And then Moran with the dunk.
Those long arms of Jackson Jr. getting in the passing lanes.
Outside Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. Ooh, once again off the mark by Minnesota. The Grizzlies have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
A great scorer. Morant showing his poise on that shot. Every night, John Morant has a hard job to do. He draws the opponent's toughest defender in each game they play. That's how talented of a scorer he is.
Well, you talk about the D Morant has to face, yet he finds a way to get the best of most of those matchups, Richard.
He's got a very advanced offensive skill set. He can score off the bounce. He can spot up. Depending on who's guarding him, John can adapt and find any weakness.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
Picked by Gobert to stop the run. Russell finds Gobert. This is another, just 1 of 4 from the floor.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Morant with the slam!
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Make some noise for the First Avenue Rangers.
1:25 left in the first quarter of the game. Russell against Morant. Russell attacking. That's good from Towns. On the assist by Russell.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
Russell against Moran. Kicks it out to Jackson. From deep. Rebound Minnesota. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Over Gobert. The shot off that time. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Left side, Russell. Towns passes to Gobert. Now Edwards. Gobert with it. 5 to shoot. Here's Russell. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
With incredible agility and reflexes, Gobert excels above the rim.
Here's Moran. On the wing, Bain. Jacks up at 3. And another miss by Memphis. Edwards against Jackson. Pass to Towns. To the middle. Ooh, some solid defense from Adams. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Memphis Grizzlies. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Grizzlies. Here's Morant. On the court for the Grizzlies. Bain and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point guard position.
When it comes to the Grizzlies, a lot of this season is about erasing the memory of their playoff loss last year. It was a disappointing end to their season.
But with Memphis's 2021-2022 season, it still has to be considered a success, right?
Yeah, I think it was a successful season, but as a whole, this young team, they won their division, but the hopes were so much higher going into the postseason than just the second round.
Gobert passes to Towns. It's Edwards on the wing, guarded by Bain. 4 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Outside Bain. Wing shot on the way. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. The Timberwolves trail. Russell, the pass to Edwards. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Still a little bit of a streak shooter. Morant has been deadly accurate tonight. Man.
It's Edwards on the wing. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And here they come. Here's Morant. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. We're about a minute and a half into this second quarter. To the wing, right side. Russell finds Towns. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
Putting that 7'5" wingspan to use Jackson with great timing on the rejection.
The Grizzlies have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. You know, for most players, being a starter has value. But Grant, some elite teams have been elevated by great players who have accepted a reserve role.
And it's really special, BA, when you have that. Players who are willing to sacrifice for the greater good of the team. Putting winning first at all costs. And you think about it, through the years, Manu Ginobili with the Spurs, Andre Iguodala in Golden State, it really can galvanize a team and lead to winning championships.
Morant, the pass to Bain. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window.
And Minnesota calls time here. And here's Minnesota now. They trail by 7. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Throw good, Edwards.
At the line for 2.
And he can't hit the second. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, BA. Well, I mean, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You too can become an NBA player.
First personal foul. Shooting from Memphis.
The free throw drops for Morant.
The explosiveness of Morant is just incredible. His motor and work ethic are both tremendous as well.
Out left to the wing. Pass to Towns. Second chance effort. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
For a big, Towns is an effective free throw shooter. You really can't give him too many looks from the line.
First free throw is good.
2 shots.
And so Towns nails them both.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Now here's Morant. 18 points for him. Outside for Brooks. Jackson outside. This one for 3. Drains the triple. Jackson's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
From way downtown, Jackson Jr. a big with serious range.
Edwards, the pass to Towns. No good. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort. Bain against Towns. Jackson for 3. The 3 from Bain. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. And the Grizzlies lead by 13.
The team first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Edwards. He can't hit that time. And it's Memphis the other way. Tries to keep it alive. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. Here's Morant. 46 seconds left in the second. Jackson outside. Off the mark there with a three. Jackson's gone 1 for 4 from the field. Outside for Russell. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
This is Gobert going to work. I mean, he knows the inside contact can't stop him.
Outside Morant. Into the lane. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. Now here's Russell. Back to Towns. Over Bain. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's Memphis in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. We'll be back in a moment. Yeah, there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
Kyle Anderson is out there with McDaniels. Then it's Jalen Noel. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Reed in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half.
Jalen Noel, first personal foul.
And the free throw, no good.
At the line for the Grizzlies, Santu Aldama, one shot.
Here's Jones. Outside, Williams. Three-pointer, no good. Minnesota shooting a poor 25% for this game so far. McDaniels with it, and Clark picks him up defensively. Shoots in deep. No good, a bit long that time. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Oh, Clark with the slam.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Timeout called the Timberwolves. Second half getting started. About a minute played.
Since entering the league in 2015, Tyus Jones has proven to be as reliable as it gets. A multi-talented guard who plays to his strengths.
Here's Jones. Anderson pulls it down. It's McDaniels on the wing. Williams defending. McDaniels passes to Reed.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
And what you appreciate about Jones is how under control he is, Richard. He's never in a rush.
It's what allows the game to come so naturally to him. He's skilled at keeping things very simple, solid at setting the pace for himself and his job.
Some sick ball skills displayed right there. And he's not the guy you expect to pull that off.
And Minnesota calls time here. And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. Jones has gone 2 for 3 from the field. It's Edwards on the wing. Here's Brent. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the NBA markets itself behind its star players, but Commissioner Adam Silver understands what makes the game tick. He said, quote, "This is a team sport. In order to truly win championships and compete at the highest level, all the players have to come together."
So true, Allie. Thank you. Kept alive. And here's Memphis. Good momentum. 8 straight points. No good off the back of the rim for Minnesota. They've gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Edwards finds Towns.
Yo, watch it.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Count it.
I like seeing Towns be aggressive from deep. He knows his teammates want him to shoot from there.
Up top, Morant, guarded by Russell. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Out of bounds, it'll be Memphis's ball. Memphis with the ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And it's Morant off the drive. Soft touch off the glass. Morant's got 4 points in the quarter.
Inside, Morant doesn't have an obvious advantage, but his moves, look, they'll get him to the bucket.
Here's Edwards to the paint. Tipped. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Morant, the pass to Brooks. And here's Jackson on the wing. Bain fires the 3. Adams. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
And Russell, here we go. Pass to Gobert. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got assist number 5 here tonight.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Here's Morant. Gobert against Jackson. On the wing, Bain. Clock at 6. Edwards comes with a double team. And here's Morant outside. 3-pointer, Brooks. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Here's Towns. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
This is what you pay to see. Morant doing what he does, exploding right to the rim off the drive. Wow.
Russell, the pass to Towns. Here's Gobert. No luck on that one. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson. Here's Morant. Here he goes. And then Morant with the jam.
When Morant drives, he is just so difficult to stop. His agility, that's what makes beating the D look so easy.
Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Memphis. He's been doing damage on the offensive end. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping ability.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. Outside Morant. Jackson outside. Back to Morant. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
From his first day in the league, opponents are going to make him earn it at the line. And look, Morant, he'll give him an easy look.
Here's Russell. to Towns. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Payne with it. He's picked up by Edwards. For three. Stolen by Russell. Left side, Edwards. Here's Prince. Edwards against Morant. Gobert passes to Russell. And it's Towns penetrating. Shoots over Jackson. Here's Gobert. They shoot again. Oh, the swat by Adams. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Grizzlies? The free throw drops for Bane. Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior D.
And now a moment to present the New Balance player of the game, Ja Morant.
And I'll tell you what, this was one easy pick for sure. From the start, he looked in total control for the entire game. It's incredible to see a player outperforming everyone else on the court.
Boy, it's not hard to be blown away by his level of play. It's never easy winning on the road, but to do it in this fashion, that's a special performance right there. Outside for Brooks. Here's Adams, and it's blocked. He keeps control of the ball. Prince down low. Brooks defending. Towns can't get it to go. The Grizzlies have gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Inside. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Here's Morant. Pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And then Morant with the dunk.
Leading scorer on the night, and he looks very hungry for more. Keep feeding him. Operation Feed the Horse.
The shot by Towns, no good. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Outside Morant. Fires the three. Drills it from deep. Morant's got 35 in the game.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Jackson, the pass to Morant. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting just 24% in this one. Not great. Here's Russell, and the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, so talented. There's very little Russell can't do. It's just about the consistency, but the talent is all there.
Morant against Russell. Payne, the pass to Morant. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got rebound number 7 tonight. Oh, the swat by Adams. Morant against Russell. And it's Morant off the drive. Can't get it to drop. And so it's Minnesota with it.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Grizzlies.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Ja Morant.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
A defensive stalwart. Gobert knows this team expects him to be their anchor as well as rebound the rock.
I couldn't hit them all, and they need every point they can get.
From deep, Morant. Minnesota with a rebound. It's Edwards on the wing. And Edwards slams it in.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
And And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his third foul so far. Outside Bain. Russell against Morant. The three is up. That shot off. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And stolen by Bain. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession.
Grizzlies ball.
And stolen by Edwards. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball.
Grizzlies ball.
Memphis in total control. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, B.A. They deserve the win.
Now Morant. From deep three-point range. Offline. And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked.